right, the chain sounds good, which means there's no chain sound. Oh. Sorry, Dave. I thought someone would have come with you.
That's all right. Man, you're fast.
Wasn't until I saw you out there. I was like, wait, who's with Dave? So I told the girls, you're on your own. I'm going up with Dave. They was like, that's good. I got it.
They don't seem to mind.
Well, they were looking for Lucy's phone.
Oh. You gotta be kidding me.
So they were all just standing around and taking a time. I guess they could have made it so that everybody would be looking, but...
Looking for Lucy's phone. Oh, Lucy.
And so that's when I said, I want to go bike with Dave.
Oh.
So we're in no rush. Today...
It must be an age thing, because Ruth would lose her phone 4 times a day. You know, repeating it all the time.
Can't do that out here.
So now all of a sudden Lucy in Mexico, she lost it in Mexico. And she lost her backpack in Mexico. And we think someone stole her AirPods, but she lost her AirPods.
Oh, still haven't found it? The AirPods?
Oh, those are gone.
Did Soren and Diane already go? Because I didn't. Yeah, that's a good point. I see wheel tracks, so
yeah.
it could be.
Tracks too, but these, yeah, there's more than any bicyclists.
I didn't see any unless someone went super early. But I didn't see their bikes around. So since I didn't see their bikes and it was just the girls, that was why I thought I need to go ride with Dave.
That phone is brand new. The Lucy's.
Well, my chain is doing much better today than yesterday after all that mud. After all that mud, oh man, it sounded like my chain was gonna break. Not only just squeaking, but it does like popping noises.
So are we climbing up to that mesa?
Yeah, we have to go up and over that thing. There's a little thing, so that's why go to easy gear, use your gears. Don't stand up. Standing up is inefficient. You want to stay seated and pedal at an easy gear. But yeah, we need to convert your, so are both Lucy and Ruthie on tubes?
Everyone's on tubes.
So an advantage of going with tubes.
Andrew tried tubeless and it's a messy.
Well,
Is it a messy failure?
if he says messy, I assume he had a hard time doing the initial setup. Because once it's set up, it's not messy. It's just the initial setup can be messy. So tubes are good for bikes that you don't use that often. If you only bike once a year or even potentially twice a year, it's good to stay with tubes. The reason why is the tire sealant that you put in your tires, they dry out after about 6 months. And so if you're riding so infrequently, you'd always have to do the maintenance of refreshing the sealant. And that's a pain. I mean, it's something you can do, but for the amount of riding that Lucy and Ruthie are doing, and also as their coach and ride leading with them, it's much easier to deal with punctures when we have sealant and doing plugs than having to deal with somebody that is still running on tubes. The reason why, okay, so there's multiple reasons. You know, you can run without tubes, so you don't have pinch flats if you're running at a lower tire pressure. Running at a lower tire pressure, so the old thoughts were, you know, this is a couple decades ago, run a high tire pressure so that way you don't get pinch flats and also rolling resistance.
Yeah.
You have low rolling resistance with really high pressures. But then they kind of did some more work and looking at it more carefully, and they noticed really high tire pressures, your bike is bouncing around a lot. And